Welcome to another interactive and educative session in our channel, In the Light of Reason. And today, our able Professor Douglas Anyele will be answering some questions. So we'll be talking about religion and politics. Is there a connection between religion and politics?
Historically speaking, there has always been a connection between religion and politics. And if we go by what the French sociologist Aimé Durkheim said concerning religion, it will be obvious that there is an intimate connection between politics and religion. Aimé Durkheim said that religion is an instrument of social control. And what is politics? Politics is the authoritative allocation of power within a defined geopolitical environment, or what you may call a nation or state. So, historically speaking, yes. In fact, there is a strong scholarship that shows that indeed the political class and the religious class have always had a symbiotic relationship, such that if you take Christianity and Islam as models, there is this argument that indeed both religions were actually motivated by political considerations. You'll be told, for example, that Emperor Constantine of Rome decided to become a Christian for merely political reasons. You can also see in Islamic countries that you could hardly separate religion from politics. So the simple answer to that question is yes. Historically speaking, religion and politics have always been in bed together, because just as the political or ruling class need the opium of religion to control the masses, similarly, the religious establishment, relying on the protection and security offered the political class, are used as instrument to enable the political class, the ruling elite, to better control the masses of the society. So the relationship between politics and religion is non-negotiable. It exists throughout history in virtually all communities of the world.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. So there's a necessary connection between religion and politics.
I didn't say necessary in the sense of logical necessity.
Okay, sir.
No, I'm talking in terms of practical and historical evidence that religion and politics have always been in bed together.
Thank you very much, sir. So what are the advantages and disadvantages of these connections?
Yeah, thank you. The advantage of the symbiotic relation, of the connection between politics and religion, is that first, it allows the ruling class to control and manage the population in such a way that, if you look at historical records, you could see that the political leadership have been justified through appeal to divine authority. I remember Sir Robert Filmer, at the dawn of modernity in Europe, who argued about the divine right of kings. So, by the close affiliation of religion to politics, it allows those that have the reins of power to better able to manage the population. It is politically expedient for them, for the masses of the people, to have faith, to be religious, to have religious convictions. On the other hand, too, for the religious establishment, the ruling elite patronizes them, protects them, gives them security, because they tend to work hand in glove. Whereas the political or ruling elite exercise authority on earth at the temporal level. All right? The religious establishment exercise authority at the so-called spiritual level. Now, the conscience of the spiritual authority and the political power provides a convenient, avenue for those in power, whether on the religious side or the political side, to control and manipulate the masses. But the disadvantages are very serious. Number one, you will notice that when religion and politics are in bed together, generally the population, the masses of the people, tend to suffer. Take the case of Nigeria, for example. Government, particularly the current government, are actually implementing shambolic policies that are making the people suffer so much excruciating pain. Now, however, instead of leading religious leaders coming out to condemn the inhuman policies of the government, what do? They provide a kind of spiritual alibi, telling the people to pray. Some days ago you had President Bola Ahmed Tinubu telling Nigerians to pray harder. Okay, so you now see that there is a kind of deflection, a kind of subterfuge, a kind of concerted effort to actually deflect the people's attention from the real causes of their problems, which are the wrong policies and the shambolic implementation of these policies. Number two, it means that once the religious people who control the people emotionally are actually telling them that, look, like Pastor Enoch Adeboye said, that Nigeria has a spiritual problem. What it does is that it shifts the attention of the people from the real causes of their sufferings and hardship to a nebulous realm called spiritual problem. They will now tell you, we are not fighting against flesh and blood, but we are fighting against principalities and powers in high places. And the question for a rational mind is, who or what are those principalities and powers beyond the people that occupy the various government houses, the various legislative houses in the country? So the point is that the major disadvantage of the consilience, of the togetherness of religion and politics is this, that it leads to the oppression, to the intimidation, to the suppression of the people who are at the receiving end of bad politics of those who are exercising power and authority. Besides, religion and politics actually do not prioritize scientific understanding of reality. Religion and politics have a way of stunting the intellectual growth of the citizens, whereas religion thrives on faith, believing without sufficient evidence. Politics thrive generally on crude Machiavellism, a mixture of crude Machiavellism and irrational faith. What does it breed? It breeds the combination breeds a collection of citizens that are weakened intellectually, morally, economically. Their moral agency as rational beings is truncated.